So I was actually planning on going to art school to Paris, but I didn't get accepted. So I was searching for something that will bring me in this direction. And I always wanted to go more into clay, but I always did it at home and I did terrible things. So I just wanted to go little bit further and just, I had the time and I planned to stop working either way. So I had some money. And then I was searching for something that was like really a proper foundation and not just like a weekend course. And then I was thinking either do something in Switzerland for 4 years or do this course for 3 months. And I was, how are you saying? I was
more keen to.
Yes, I was just weighing the two things and seeing what suited me better in my age now, and it was definitely this course. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, I was studying morning class once a week in Cornwall in the UK, and I felt like I wanted to progress a lot quicker than I was during that time. And this was the most intensive course that I could see in a relatively short amount of time. So I was actually looking for courses in the UK, and then this one popped up, and I thought, hang on a minute, maybe I can move to Barcelona for 3 months. That would be quite cool. So yeah, I looked further into the course and realized that there was really amazing course content, and I decided to go for it and apply and think about how I could move here, which all fell into place relatively easily.
That's nice.
Okay, so I'm from Guatemala, and there are no ceramic courses like this there, not at all. So what I learned there, was some kind of a basic things, and I wanted to expand my knowledge about the hand building and ceramics in general.
I think at the time I was looking for something new, and I was trying to explore my artistic side, and I felt really called to do something three-dimensional and some things with more texture and
because I was thinking since a long time of doing ceramics, and I was into craft for a long time too, and it was a different area than usual. So, and also I had time because I couldn't find a job, so it was the perfect moment.
Well, there's a question. So, I suppose had a little mini crisis. During pandemic, I had been, I was looking for something that could get me out of this sort of funk that I'd been in, I guess, and during the lockdown I'd started taking ceramics classes and discovered that I was like, oh, I like this and I'm kind of alright at it. This could be interesting. And then the world kind of exploded, and I just thought, do you know what? If I don't do something now, if I don't do something completely mad, it will never happen. So I'm just going to do it. And so I was looking online, and I found a couple of courses, and then I saw this one and read the information about it, and I just thought, oh, I feel really excited when I'm reading about this. So I thought, that's it, why not? I've got nothing to lose, so I'll just see if they'll take me. And they did. So that was pretty cool. So I was a bit like, yeah, it's a pandemic, let's throw my life upside down, because why not? And that was that, really, you know.
That's great.
I think now I didn't even realize how much I learned. And actually it's a funny story that those things I wanted to do 1 year ago, and I now thinking of what I mean, I tried, but it was like I haven't even got the tile. So being even, I mean, they're not perfect, and I hope you're gonna do them better in the future. But I mean, there is just so much, you know. There is just like, I mean, if I would start, I think that now I, as I said, I haven't even realized how much is in my head. I just need to start and work on things, and I think then the things are gonna come back, and I'm gonna be like, okay, you know, just thinking about me when I started, and now it's like two different persons, two different persons, you know, so a lot.
I learned to be patient, and I learned to kind of explore different materials, to not be afraid to just try and just do it and see what happens. I learned a lot of technical things as well, how to treat clay, how the different types of clay behave, test, and just kind of play and explore with the material.
Well, basically, I perfected and relearned all the hand building things, how to do the wheel. I think I didn't learn it right, not the right techniques. They just said like, okay, you just have to pull, but they didn't teach us how to pull, where's do we have to put attention, and what's the position, so it helped a lot because I relearned it the right way. So now I'm more confident with what I've learned, just knowing that now I really know how to do it.
That's nice.
Oh my gosh, so much. So much. Yeah, the course content is amazing. It's above what I expected. I have documented everything really well by taking lots of videos, so I can actually go back and revisit some of the ideas when I get back home. I have learnt, a lot. Lots about colouring and glazing, and I mean, it's endless.
A lot of things, different techniques, and also to work in a more organized way, and to work with a group also. Yes, it's technical knowledge and human being too.
You learn.
Oh my goodness, so much stuff. I mean, from a purely technical point of view, you know, lots of techniques that I'd never even heard of before, like the nerokomi, the nerriage, that kind of thing. I've never had much experience of hand building, so doing that was really great. And it turned out that all my final pieces ended up being made by coiling, and yeah, so that was really great. And the glazing, just a bunch of stuff that I'd never even thought about, and yeah, there's been a lot of information, a lot.
And apart from technical side,
Learn about myself. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I suppose less learning and more reinforcing, because this was something that came up for me a lot when I was doing my degree, which was many years ago. And actually doing this course has reminded me how much I need and appreciate to be able to work in a group of people who are also doing the same thing, so that you can bounce ideas, talk about stuff, go, hey, I've got this idea, what do you think, is it terrible? And just being in that kind of room, in that space where you're with like-minded people who are all kind of going through the same journey, who you can talk with and develop your ideas, and you know, sometimes when something you're thinking about is here and you're just like, I can't see past it, and getting other people's points of view is really important. And so being able, for me, I don't work well by myself, because I get kind of stuck in a sort of whirlpool of ideas, and so being able to kind of go, am I going mad? Is this a good idea? It's really, really helpful for me, and it's something that's something else. They were all lovely. Yeah, they're all incredibly experienced, all very talented, all very kind and very generous with their time and expertise. And a real, I mean, obviously the kind of the bulk of the teaching was through Corrie, but also learning things from, for example, the assistants like yourself and Liz, and also Joanne, and you know, even just through talking with other artists who've come to share their process and their ideas and their work. It's been very enlightening and really great. So it was a real privilege to be in this space of so much expertise and talent.
There was one main teacher, Corey, and some others for the master classes. I think I was happy with all of them because they all took time to teach us very step-by-step process, and that was nice.
Two more.
I thought that they have a wealth of knowledge. I think that the amount of experience that they have is something that you can't get easily in a book. And I think that just the guidance with the process was very valuable.
Oh, I enjoyed them very much because they were so different. Everyone has like strong points, and all together it was a really great learning experience. Really supportive and approachable and knowledgeable. I really enjoyed having a mixture of having Corrie as the main teacher and then having other artists coming in and teaching us their skills as well. And all the technicians were amazing, really helpful. Yeah.
It was, I mean, people were really, really helpful, and everyone was just trying to find a solution and work on things, and there was always there was never a no, and this was something that I was really, really, that I appreciated a lot. Whoever you asked for something, it was like whatever question, if it's like something that is like more personal or really on the theory base or just like the course, it was never like, no, you're not allowed to do this. It was always like, yes, this is my opinion about this, and maybe it will not work, or maybe it's not a good idea, but you can try it and you can, you know. Mm-hmm. So I thought that this was really something that I really appreciated a lot. Well, I just think the idea that you have a space from Monday to Friday and you enjoy what you do and you're here in a new city, and I think just the whole thing, and just like trying to be in the moment as much as possible, and you don't really think about anything else. You're just here, and you're just like, even if it's like a little bubble for 3 months, you're just here and you don't have other things to do, other work. There is no space for anything else, so it's just enjoying what you love doing.
For me, I think just having 3 months to be creative, and just having that space and time to dedicate to creating in my art was amazing, and not having any distractions with work and being able to properly immerse myself into the course was fantastic. And being able to just leave my stuff, all my equipment and pieces out and come back to them the next day, and not have to in the UK, because I had my course once a week, I was packing everything away and then kind of forgetting where I was at, and it just felt really disjointed. So having the space and the time.
I have to say, I think what I enjoyed more was my final project. I think it's just pushes you to go further when you're doing something that is that you have a vision for something, and it pushes you to go further and go over some fear and boundaries that you might have had, and you learn in the process. So you kind of learn in the process while you're doing something that you are excited about. And also the community, I think, was amazing, and I met a lot of wonderful people here, and the working in a group with like-minded people was really an incredible experience, besides also being in Barcelona, which is an amazing city in itself.
Okay, two things. Thing first, being able to be in such a creative space with so many creative people, and have the freedom and space to be able to just make, and to kind of follow an idea through. That's something that is going to be really difficult for me when I go back to London, because obviously I'm going to need to focus on paying my bills. So to be able to have the space and freedom to do a project that is entirely conceptual, and might not even lead anywhere, but that's not the point. The point is to be able to follow the ideas and to follow the process. That's been amazing. That's to have that ability to do that, and the people, all the people who I've come in contact with, from the people on the course to the other co-workers, everyone who's been here has been so supportive and kind and generous and lovely. It's been a real honor and a joy, and I'm so, I just pinch myself every day and think, my God, how lucky am I to have been able to come and do this.
I like lots of things, but probably that we could be like free in the afternoon, so we could test and do it on our own way. The techniques we saw, and this was really, we had a lot of time to learn, but also a lot of time to make tests and what we wanted to do, so this was really appreciated.
Really? Oh, the whole experience by itself, it's like just being in the studio 24/7. It was like, now I know this is what I want to do. It was like a confirmation of what I was looking for.
Definitely. Yes. I mean, I think I said at one point, like, I would just love to start again, or just have one more month to now work on the things that I actually learned. So for anyone who is not seeing this only as a hobby, because I think it's really intensive, I would say yes, definitely.
I think like I said, the content is amazing, and being able to live and stay in Barcelona and feel like get in with the local community and just feel like a local living my normal day-to-day life here has been fantastic. 3 months actually goes really fast, and it's enough time to be able to immerse into the course, but also be able to go back and slot back into my kind of life back in the UK relatively easily. I mean, it's that perfect kind of time scale, I'd say 3 months. I definitely recommend the course, for sure.
Yes, if you have a lot of energy. Yes, if you're into ceramics, yes, of course, because it's a small amount of time, 3 months, and you can learn a lot of basics, but also I think you have to continue after the course, because it's just the first step. And if you really want to go into ceramics, you have to really work a lot after that. So that's it.
Great.
Yes, I mean, I feel like if you feel called to do it and you have a calling, then it's like a perfect place to start.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a complete go through all the basic steps, or nothing too deep, but if you really want to know about ceramics and have the general idea and the knowledge, it's a perfect course to take.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would recommend it. Yeah, 100%.
Great. Amazing. We're good. Yay!